welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I started planning about a year ago and I absolutely love it. It has become a new obsession, but has really also helped me to stay organized. But most of the ideas I have received from planning or what to use my planners for has all been from YouTube. So I thought that I would share with everyone in hopes to maybe help some people and just kind of get feedback and more ideas and join this community. So I have several planners. I have gone from a one planner person to a multiple planner persons, and I use, well, I guess I use about 5, but sort of. But today I'm just going to show you what is referred, I guess, as my catch-all planner. So that will, and then we'll do videos for the other ones and what I use them for. So when the Planner Girl line came out, I really fell in love with it, and I wanted all of them, and I didn't know why I wanted all of them, and I didn't really have a reason for all of them when I first got them, but I just knew that I wanted all of them. So just to give you a little context, my very first planner my sister actually purchased me, and it was purchased for me, and it was the Be Happy Planner Pack. And actually, I think the planner pack was really good for gifting because it did have a lot of extras with it. But I have found that the undated planners are not really my favorite, and I don't know if the big size is really my favorite either. I really love the classic. So I didn't use it to its full potential, and then I got this one, and I used it well. So I decided from that point forward the classic was really more my thing. So when the Planner Girl line came out, although that one was for $18 as well, but when the Planner Girl line came out, I really loved it. So like I said it before, I really wanted all of them, and so I ended up purchasing them, but there was things about each one that I loved, but kind of needed to form it a little bit easier. So what I did is I took the Goal Getter and the Glam Girl and I combined them into one. And I loved the idea of the Goal Getter. I didn't necessarily love, it wasn't cutesy enough for me, but that's just because I like things really cutesy. So to combat that, I kind of blended it together, and I also like the weekly and the hourly. But the hourly inserts were not really, weren't going to work for me, so that's what I did. So I have an obsession with Tiffany blue and anything Tiffany blue, as you will quickly learn that is my color. And because of that, I loved this cover. So this was the one that I based it off of. Another reason why I really liked the Girl line is the metal discs. I thought that they were more beneficial. So I'm just going to do kind of a flip through of what it is and then just kind of tell you how I combined them into one. So you have your monthly overview and your sticky notes. I use the sticky notes quite a lot. I know some people say that they do and do not use them, but I found that I've used them quite a bit. The little note sheets, I'm in real estate, and so being organized is super essential and super productive. So before paper planning, I tried to use digital planning, and it does not keep me on task as well. It really was not as effective for me. I know some people can use it really good, but for me, it was not something that worked. So I need to take a lot of notes and jot down a lot of things. So the sticky notes are good because I'll be like, oh, I need to call this person and grab a sticky note and write it down and slap it on there. And then that way when I'm planning my day, I can really look at what those are. So those have been good. Little notes like this, they're really important. So I have a small stack of them up front, ready to go. A pocket folder. I don't use this as much as I thought I was going to use it, but I'm sure that when I want it, it will be there, and I will be really excited about it. A little inspirational cards. I love these. I read them all the time, and yeah, I love them. hope to actually incorporate more of my own and less of the pre-made ones, but for right now, they're super, super beneficial. All right, so this page is where the goal getter starts. So this is actually glued to the other end of this, which is my goal page, and it was, see if I can peek my little eyes in here. It was the yearly overview for the goal getter, and I taped this to it so I can take notes. And then you start your goal setting, which I haven't 100% finished, so don't judge. I need to work on that tonight, though. Goal setting is very important. Writing it down is very important for anyone who wants to know that. This page was, I think, the monthly overview for January. And this is where you didn't have to cover them, but I thought it would be better to cover them so you didn't see the other half of it. So I just took a page, I took some glue dots, I think I took a glue stick. I'm not sure which one I liked more. You can kind of feel the dots if you really rub closely, but it's not super noticeable, so it didn't bother me. So then this is where you'd actually start your hourly. I didn't really decorate this up. It's mostly just what I did hourly for that particular day, and what I've been doing is writing that the night before. So when I'm about to start my day, it just kind of helps to keep me on course. And plan more in detail. I absolutely love the hourly slots. I think they're really what's going to help me. But going through, it's important to have, for me, to have the weekly overview too. So when I'm planning my week, I can plan the whole week. And then the night before, I can plan each day and more in depth. And that's where this has been really important, to have both of them together in the same planner. So here's my hourly for the day, and I have a nice little dashboard marking it, which I know which ones are which. And this is where I'd actually start my monthly, which slightly decorated, not too over the top, just wintry, and my weekly. So this was New Year's week, and then this is this week. Inside the week, of course, I have notes and different things, and I kind of write as I go as I need to, but for the most part, this is just where I would. So I don't know that I have a predetermined planning style yet. I'm kind of sticker crazy, so I'm trying to not overdo with stickers, but I really love them. And this is where you would go back into just these the unplanned weeks, of course, and back into February, which this is where it starts. So to give you some perspective, I have not glued this month down yet, and this is what it looks like on the other side of it. But I will glue it down. I will also I like to use a different color page for each, a different color page for each month, so it just kind of looks more intentional that way and less repetitive. And start the hourly. So it's a little backwards. A lot of people would probably think that the hourly needed to be after the weekly, but that was the only way to do it without actually putting it through February, and it was going to be the most functional for me. So yeah, so that's why I did it that way. It was the idea of having two separate planners just didn't seem like a good idea for that purpose. So this is the one that I'm working out of. This is the one that I do my day to day. And basically, you know, if I time block off time to make calls or whatever I might need to do, office work, however it might be, then I'm using my checklist items from there to further detail what those, if I'm making calls, who am I calling? If I'm doing office work, who am I emailing? What am I doing? And really breaking it down in detail. So I only have 4 months in right now. Yeah, 4 months. And then you have the extras tab in the Glam Girl, which, and I also have just kind of some extra paper and stuff back here in case I need to pull it to make lists on the go. I don't know what these really are used for, but I love them. And I'm going to put, like, accomplishments. I'm going to put big accomplishments in here. And I think there's enough to do multiple, maybe one a month. a couple a month probably. But I love this. So if something significant happens, like I'll probably put, I have an 8-month-old, so on his first birthday, I'm sure I will put some photos of him. I also have a 3-year-old who will be 4 very shortly, and I'm sure that that will be something, you know, you keep your kids alive for an extra year, you feel pretty proud of yourself. Like I said. So then after you get to the end of that, just some extra paper in case I need to grab them for quick notes. These were the Daydreamer collection, but I threw them in the back of there. And I start the budget breakdown. This is just the budget insert where you can track your expenses and all that stuff. And then I do have a sheet back here for the weekly meal plan, although I don't think I'm going to be using this as much as I thought I was originally going to. Now that the new sheets have come out, I will probably use those. So, and then this weekly cleaning schedule, I actually probably won't use this too, but I actually like to refer to it because it has things that I wouldn't traditionally think to clean, and it's nice to have it. So when I'm planning my weekly sheet, I actually just glance back at it. So this is where primarily all of my work's taking place. As I mentioned before, it's my hub. It's my life hub. And so for the weekly, just decorating that cutely. And then for the daily, I'm doing it the night before. So to maximize my productivity, I'm just writing it out the night before. I haven't really learned to decorate this yet, just for the mere fact that it's really used. And then I'm using insert sheets for actual lists. Now don't judge my sloppy handwriting because I know it's really bad. So I hope you enjoyed the video, the first of many, I hope. And if you liked it and want content similar to it, please subscribe and like it and give it, I guess, a thumbs up is what it is that you do, and hope to talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.